Hey sneakies, welcome back for some more Warframe on the PlayStation 4. In this episode, we're going to continue these Gift of the Lotus missions that have been running as a special over 4th of July weekend. This time we'll be doing another defense one with some sneakies, of course. However, first we're going to head into the arsenal to take a look at our setup for Nekros. So as you can see, I've changed Nekros from the last episode, so he's all black with some red mixed in, so he has those nice, pretty much evil devil colors going on. Pretty much fits his character very well. And let's take a quick look at his mod setup too. Alright, now Nekros' aura mod slot actually does not have a polarity slot by default, it's blank. So you can put anything here you want. Energy Siphon's really the best one though if you want to keep regenerating your energy so you can keep using his abilities pretty often. Especially useful if you plan on desecrating and using him to go farming for rare resources and all the good stuff. But you can change this later with the form. You can actually put a polarity slot here so it matches up, and that way you can get double the point capacity. But I've also put an Orking Reactor on Nekros, so he has double the point capacity anyway. He's only at rank 20, but he has 40 points available to equip. And then he has most of his abilities on. I have Soul Punch, which is just the typical basic little starter attack that most of the Warframes have. There's Desecrate, which is what you use to make the bodies of fallen enemies drop their loot table again so they can actually be forced into dropping something else. That's really useful for farming, for resources and mods and all that good stuff. And then Shadows of the Dead is really awesome. Basically, Nekros will bring back enemies who have died, and they'll actually be kind of like pets, and they'll help you fight the enemies. And then we have Vitality, of course. We're matching the polarity slot up so it costs half the points. It actually costs 10 by default, but it's been cut in half to 5. As well as Continuity, which is normally 10 by default, and it's down to 5. Actually, I think it's 9. It's 9 or 10, I'm not sure. If it cuts in half, it will actually leave it at the higher number of the two, whereas 9 would be 4.5 technically. It would actually round up to 5. And that gives extra power duration, which is really useful for his Shadows of the Dead and, you know, keeping all those enemies alive to help you fight for longer. Streamline makes it so that he can cast his abilities more often because they cost less points. Stretch makes it so that his abilities reach further. This is especially useful for Desecrate because it can reach enemies who are further in the distance than the default area of effect. And then Flow gives an extra power max, which means that he has more energy to actually use. His maximum energy is increased. So we're going to stick with this by default. I still have technically 4 points to spend. I'm not going to worry about changing that right now, though. Although, actually, you know what? Let's take a quick look at what we can do. So, Desecrate's already at rank 3, so that's maxed out. However, Shadows of the Dead is only at 2, so we can actually press R3 to go into mods. Now we press R1 to go over in the installed mods. Go down to Fusion. And then we find... where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Shadows of the Dead. We bring it up over here. And then we're going to go over to our cores tab. And then it's really awesome now. They've made it so that they actually stack so you don't have a huge list of all these different mods, different fusion cores. And if you actually pick one, like for example, let's go to Uncommon 1, it'll tell you how many you need to spend to upgrade it to the max rank. So I only need to use 3 of them to max it out. So we'll do that. Just like that. We press square to apply these effects. And that is now a max rank Shadows of the Dead, so they'll be even stronger than before. And then we still have 3 points to spend, technically. Now, his last ability is called Terrify. Basically, what this one does is it makes enemies run away in terror, so I guess we can actually equip that. The reason why I didn't have it equipped before is because I didn't have the points available. And that's pretty good. So, yeah, we'll stick with this. We still have 1 point, technically, but we'll just go with this lineup. So this will be our Nekros for this episode. If you have different suggestions on how I should actually upgrade him in the future, what kind of mod setup, leave me a comment below. And here we are back on the main menu, so we're going to go over to the right side to find this alert mission. It's a defense alert, has about 19 hours and 17 minutes to go. It's located on Helene Saturn, which is the defense node by default. Corpus faction controls it. Their levels range from 10 to 15. It's a gift from the Lotus. The rewards for completing this will be 10,000 credits, as well as an Orking Reactor blueprint, which is a object that's used to double the point capacity on your Warframe. Anyway, sneakies, don't forget to click like if you enjoy this series. The more likes we get, the faster these videos keep pouring out. Even on a daily basis, if you want to see that happen, just keep pouring in with the likes. Also, hit subscribe to become a sneaky today. We can continue to easily follow the series in the future without missing another video in it ever again. As always, I do hope you enjoy. Now let's go get these sneakies to join us so we can go in here and dominate this mission. Alright, sneakies, this will be our lineup for this episode. These are all sneakies, aka subscribers, and they also happen to be part of our Sneaky Universe clan, which you should definitely want to join. Leave us a comment below with your PSN name if you have any interest in joining. So we have Rinsable Ruby 121 as Frost Prime. We have Turks as Ember. Kilo Crusher will be Loki. Meanwhile, I'm taking Nekros. So it's going to be really interesting to see how Nekros handles a defense mission compared to the other Warframes we've seen so far in this series. He is a great support Warframe in general, but he has all kinds of strategies he can actually use on defense missions. Anyways, let's let Nekros have some fun and bring death to the Corpus faction. Infiltrated, here we go! We're gonna bring some death to all these Corpus fools who dare to defy us. They actually have the nerve to come here and just try to destroy our defense point, our cryopod. Alright, now, normally with Nekros, I would be spamming Desecrate all over the place so we can pick up all these resources. However, primarily what I want to do here so we can protect this defense point a lot better is use the Shadows of the Dead ability so that we have some enemies fighting for us. So this is the point we're protecting. Oh, we actually have an artifact we're protecting here, not a cryopod. So the enemy's going to be rushing out from all different directions. They'll be coming from up here, through here. There's also some doors down there that they'll be coming from. They'll also be coming from back here different ways, and there's all stairs everywhere. Pretty much we're completely surrounded, so we are at the complete mercy of these guys. Now, the funny thing about this ability, Shadows of the Dead, is that I actually can't even cast it until some enemies have died, so that they're available to bring their spirits to fight for us. So, actually, I can do it now if I want to. Let's bring some of these fools out here, and you'll see I have them all in red, which makes them even more fierce, makes them look like they're all bloody and stuff. Like they came straight out of hell. And then those go around, they'll fight all these enemies. Some of them have guns, some of them have melee weapons. Basically, the game's going to play itself for me now, although they're not really all that strong. I mean, they should really handle these enemies pretty well because they were only, what, 10 to 15? Their levels? Something like that. And we're going to try to go as far as we can here. Normally, we'd dip out at around wave 15, but we're going to keep going as far as we can. And you'll see my guys will actually die after being alive for so long. You'll actually see the timer in the bottom bottom right hand corner of this screen. Take a look at that. Actually, I can even desecrate the bodies of those guys who just dropped. If I desecrate the bodies of the Shadows of the Dead people, they actually have a chance of dropping health orbs. That's the only thing they'll ever drop. However, the enemies will drop resources, they'll drop ammo, they'll drop mods. Not a guarantee that they'll drop them, but there's a good chance they will. Basically what it's doing is it's forcing them to die over again so that they have a chance of dropping something else. Gonna revive you, Mr. Turks. Get back up, you're not dying today. Now, against the Corpus faction, there are some Warframes who are actually really useful. Like, for example, Vauban would have been great here. He's great for defense in general, but he also has some electrical abilities so that they'd really be at his mercy because the Corpus are weaker than the other factions to electrical damage. And then you also have Volt, of course, one of my favorites. He comes in, he overloads everybody, he zaps them. Just has a good time. Whoop, accuracy's off a little bit, my bad. Now we're going to do a little bit of desecrating here. Just so you get an idea of how it goes down. Whoops, that didn't really work out. Alright, there we go, see? It gets rid of their body and actually forces them to drop something else if they would drop something else if they died again. Oh, we have some, damn. We have some Oxymos sprays, I didn't even notice. You'll die now. You'll die. When you see these flying things called an Oxymos spray, you want to dodge them at all costs because they'll actually try rushing towards you and they'll basically be a suicide bomber. And if they do that, they actually won't drop the very valuable resource that they drop when they die. So you want to make sure you kill them from a distance whenever possible. Although you can also rush up to them and melee them pretty well. I've had a lot of success doing that. You just have to be very cautious because if they get that detonation off, goodbye Oxium. Oxium's really important if you're trying to build a Warframe called Zephyr, who requires 600. It takes a while to get her. And then there's also some weapons from the Clan Dojo that require too, like the Nakana. And I believe the Dragon Nakana, which you actually need the Nakana to build, requires some Oxium too. Alright, now we're going to bring out some more Shadows of the Dead. They're going to fight for us and protect this point. Go get them, guys. Go get them. Oh, whoops. That's an Oxium Osprey that is fighting for me. I still want to kill it, though, because I want some Oxium. Damn it. If only it worked that way. Slice and dice, slice and dice. Now, I'd really like to have like a Reaper Blade with Nekros, because that would fit his character really well. I need the Reaper Prime. I actually do have some of the pieces for it. I believe I have the actual blueprint, like 20 of them by now, because it keeps dropping over and over on one of these missions. But like the blades or the handle or something just won't drop. So annoying. Alright, so we're going to desecrate these guys. Now you'll see my guy actually just dropped a health orb. That's what they do. We're also going to use the other abilities too, because we want to see exactly how Nekros plays with all of his abilities. So we're going to use Soul Punch in a moment. However, we need some more Shadows of the Dead. Alright, so let's do a Soul Punch. Soul Punch! See, that just pretty much put a damper on that poor robot's day. Oh well. Maybe next time, bub. Maybe next time. Okay, now we have to use Terrify. I've actually never used Terrify before. It's the first time I've ever equipped it. Normally, I'd like to put on all 4 of the abilities when you first get a Warframe if you have the Aura mod slot. At least with the matching polarity, you'll have enough points to equip everything. But I also needed to increase his health and everything because he had like low health or something. He was dying a lot, so I needed to do something else about that. Whoa, that's not really an effective snow globe, Mr. Frost Prime. What's going on down here? Now, Frost Prime and Frost in general are really useful because of this ability called Snow Globe. This is really important for protecting the defense point, which you already know if you've been following this series for a while. Alright, now we've got to use Terrify, but we want to use it with a large group of enemies because I want to see them all rush away in fear. They're literally going to fear what I'm going to do to them. I'm getting a little bit too much into the Nekros character. Alright, come on guys, where are ya? Oxy Osprey, you're going down. You're going down. Die, die, die. Where'd you go? Get back here. You've ruined enough days, bub. Damn it, this guy keeps going everywhere. Oh, damn. Shadows of the Dead, never mind. You get to live another day, Oxy Osprey. At least unless you decide to suicide bomb somebody. Oh, there we go. Somebody got him. Nicely done, guys. Nicely done. Alright, let's try... Whoops, I accidentally did Desecrate. Alright, here we go. Terrify! Run away, enemies, run away! Are they actually running? Yeah, look at him go. Look at him go. He's running. He's running. You're so scared. You don't know what to do. Poor guy. Let me put you out of your misery. Ah, wore off. That's a shame. See, now that would be really useful to use for defensive purposes, too, so... That's a whole new element to why Nekros is important here, too. So, Warframes in general who are important for defense are Vauban, you have Frost, you have Trinity, who's the healer. Nekros, as you can see, is also very effective. I guess Rhino could be effective, too, because he's a tank and he can go around killing lots of enemies at once. There's really all kinds of Warframes who would be useful here. Hydroid's really useful too. He's the water-based Warframe that was added with one of the last updates. He has this ability that makes these water tentacles come up out of the ground. They just grab all these enemies and start flinging them everywhere. It's hilarious. Oh, by the way, I didn't even point this out. With a gift from the Lotus alert mission, normally a defense mission, every 5 waves you're offered a reward to leave the game if you want to. However, with this, we actually have a set number of waves that we have to complete in order to finish this mission. So we have 4 waves remaining as opposed to having whatever wave this would have been. I wasn't even keeping track. Alright, so we gotta get some more Shadows of the Dead. Poor guys. They don't know what to do. I want to do another Terrify somewhere. Turks, what's going on over there, buddy? See if we can get over there to help them out. Mix in a little Terrify to scare some of them off. Oh, that didn't work out too well. Alright, slice and dice time. Slicey dicey. Okay, he's already been revived, so it looks like he's safe over there. Alright, let's head back over here. Now, Soul Globe's really awesome because, as you can see, the enemies are going really slow through it. And this works especially well against the Corpus and also the Grineer faction. However, if you try to do this against the Infestation, which you've already seen in a previous episode, it doesn't work too well. So you want to use Vauban instead of Frost when facing the Infested, of course. Anyways, wow, I just cut that guy's arm off. Oh, I cut his off too. I just cut that guy in half. Wow, Nekros is brutal. He just doesn't give a damn. Anyways, let's keep this going. Alright, so we're really holding this point down really well. What is going on with Turks? Is he AFK? He might not be playing. I'm not really sure what's going on. He's been in this position for a while now. Maybe he's stuck in a glitch. I really don't know what's going on. Yeah, he went AFK, I guess. Alright. I was wondering what was going on with him. Alright, now I'm going to go around collecting these resources. The best time to collect resources during a defense mission is basically when there's like 1 enemy left. You want to do it before the process starts where the next wave is about to begin, because there's not enough time to go around the map collecting everything. Alright, so these guys are coming. We're going to put down another Shadow of the Dead. Oh, I love this ability. Alright, let's do another Terrify. Get out of here! Run away in fear. It's not really working out too well. I need to upgrade that some more. It's alright though. Someday. Oh man! We're really getting inside here. Might be a good time to start busting out the Darker Prime. Good call there, okay. Now this is a great point to actually desecrate when there's a large number of dead enemies around you. Desecrate's great because it can make anything drop. It can make energy orbs drop so you actually get back what you spent to cast it, possibly. You can drop health orbs. Hey, get away from there. That's my artifact. Guys just don't give up. Putting all the Shadows of the Dead out there. Okay, we got this point pretty well protected. And it's pretty nice that it actually does put a decent number of enemies out here. Well, at least allies, I guess you should technically say. These guys stand no chance. Now, with these shield ospreys, basically you'll see these things flying around. They'll start casting this blue energy that is protecting the enemies. Generally speaking, it's a good idea if you take them down first, because it'll make the enemies a lot easier to drop at that point. That's why, generally speaking, I will actually try to focus all my attacking damage on them whenever I see them, and it makes sense anyway. Like if I was going to cast an attacking ability that's going to do an area effect damage anyway, it doesn't really matter because it's going to include them. Like if I cast Volt's Overload, it's going to take down everybody within his range. So they get destroyed automatically, so that's actually a good strategy in general too. Damn it, Turks! Damn it! I wonder if he's AFK or if he's stuck or something. Because sometimes there's a glitch where you'll actually get stuck in the ground. You have to actually die and use one of your revives to get out of it. It's pretty annoying. Shadows of the Dead. Oh, okay, yeah, see, I knew it. He just said his game's glitching, so let him die. Alright. I'm sure somebody's not going to listen to him, though. Yeah, somebody keeps reviving him. Stop reviving him. I'd send out a message, but I'm a little bit busy over here. Oh, damn, this is not going well at all. Wish I had an area of attack ability. Oh, jeez. Jeez, jeez, jeez. Oh, man. Alright, let's try Terrify. Make him run away in fear. Get out of here. Alright, so yeah, Terrify is really useful. Especially after I upgraded, because it's only at the unranked. Yeah, it's only unranked right now. Alright, so we got this. We got this. Oh, looks like Turks got out of that glitch finally. Oh, this ability here is Ember's Fire Blast or something like that. I forget what it's called. Firestorm. I keep forgetting what it's called. It's been so long since I've used Ember. I used her for the first time again the other day. But it's really useful for protecting the defense point, as you can see. Oh, it's something drop over here? Oxium? Is it Oxium? Oxium! Thank you. You also need Oxium to build one of these sentinels called Helios. I haven't actually used him yet because he requires 300 Oxium. I don't quite have that much again yet after spending the 600 for Zephyr. But I guess his ability is actually using a codec scanner, which is something that will actually... I'm not sure what the purpose of it is. I know it scans the enemies, it gives you information about them. And I read that people actually use it to find enemies that were glitching in the wall that they couldn't find and stuff like that. But I don't think that's obviously not the intended purpose of it. Alright, so we're gonna get out another Shadow of the Dead. Go get him, guys. Go get him. And these Oxium Ospreys keep pouring out here. Oh, did that one Suicide Bomb? I think it hit me. Damn it. Oh, wait. Yeah. Yeah, I think that one suicided. Oh, well. Better luck next time. Oh, I hear something. I don't know if that's the one that I brought back or not. Yeah, I think it's just the one I brought back. It sounds exactly like the ones that are still alive. You know when one of those is coming because they have a very distinctive sound that none of the other enemies sound like. Oh, Turk just left. Damn it. Eh, that's alright. Okay, so we only have one wave left. Get out of here, you filthy crewman animal. Get those Shadows of the Dead out there. It's funny because it kind of works too if you actually pay attention to how he's casting them. It almost looks like he's doing that evil laugh while he's doing it. Get those shield drones down. Get out of there. Get back. Oh, I missed. Damn it. Okay. Desecrate their corpses. Desecrate them. So I guess Nekros is pretty useful for defense. I don't know if he's actually one of the Warframes you want to take if you're trying to go really long term here. But that is a mission complete. We got our Orc and Reactor blueprint. We got a ton of nanospores, some plastids, 11 Oxium. I'm definitely a fan of that. Definitely a fan of that. Alright, take a quick look at the stats. Unfortunately, Turks left, so we won't see if he was the MVP or not. However, it looks pretty clear who the MVP is going to be here. So, damage dealt goes to Kilo Crusher with a nice 41%. Least damage taken, I take that home, although we're going to give it to Kilo Crusher because he's the sneaky, not me. Total kills goes to Kilo Crusher with 135. Headshots, I take it with 7. However, Ruby's going to take the actual award for that. Melee kills goes to Kilo Crusher with an astounding 126. He just dominated them with the slice and dice in action. Least deaths, everybody tied. Upgrades received. Kilo Crusher just barely squeaked out past Ruby. Abilities used. I take that one home. However, we're going to give it to Ruby, who used a few more than Kilo Crusher. Not too many more. And then accuracy goes to Kilo Crusher with a nice 39%. Very respectable. Pickup count, I take that one home. However, it's going to Ruby, who just barely got a few more than Kilo Crusher. And then revives clearly goes to Ruby. So we're going to give the MVP to Kilo Crusher. Congratulations, good sir. Alright, so guys, I do hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to click like if you did. The more likes we get, the faster you can expect to see videos in the series keep coming out, even on a daily basis. As long as you want to see that happen, just keep pouring in with those likes. Also, hit subscribe to become a sneaky today that you can continue to easily follow this series in the future and never miss another video in it ever again. I'm always looking for new sneakies to appear in these videos, so if you have any interest in appearing in one, just leave me a comment below. Also, add me on PSN. My username is in the top left-hand corner of the screen. And we are, of course, looking for new sneakies to join our clan, so if you have any interest in joining Sneaky Universe, leave us your PSN name down there. Make sure you leave your old clan first, and we will definitely send you an invite. Speaking of which, we also have an alliance that we're recruiting for, so if you have a clan and you're not already part of an alliance, or you're part of one and you want to join ours, feel free to let us know and we will send you an invite to it. We're going to become pretty unstoppable force on this game. And finally, don't be afraid to use the comment section to find other people to play Warframe with. Post your PSN names down there, add everybody you see, and just have a good time. And I'll see you next time for some more Warframe on the PlayStation 4.